Category 3 is accepts or uses ideas of pupils, clarifying, building, or developing ideas suggested by a pupil. Teachers' extensions of pupil ideas are included, but as teacher brings more of his or her own ideas into play, shift to Category 5.
So, Professor, I was wondering, isn't there some other way we can learn this? I mean, right now it's like we're learning the hardest part first. Is there some way we could just kind of ease into it?
Class, Mark is wondering if we can change the order of this module so that instead of going from more difficult to less difficult, we go from easier to harder.
Or,
when I was studying the material last night, I discovered that if I made flashcards of all the slides, it made learning all the different epithelial cells a lot easier.
You're right. You want to find a study method that works for you and for the kind of material that you're learning. So pictures are great for things like the epithelial cells and histology, but for the heart sounds, you actually might want to get a tape and listen to those.
Category 4 is asks questions. The instructor asks a question about content or procedures, based on teacher ideas with the intent that the pupil will answer.
Nancy, can you tell me in your own words what I just said?
Or,
Brenda, based on today's lecture, what's the most important thing to remember about liver function?
Category 5 is lecturing. The instructor gives facts or opinions about content or procedures, expresses his or her own ideas, gives his or her own explanation, or cites an authority other than a pupil.
Lesions on any one of the 12 cranial nerves can cause specific problems, which can make the diagnosis of the problem more straightforward than dealing with something vague like headaches. I find that the more specific the problem, the easier the diagnosis. If you see a bone sticking out of a person's arm, it's not hard to state that the bone is the problem. But if your patient's chief complaint is that they're tired all the time, you've got your work cut out for you. Tiredness is a symptom of a lot of diseases and conditions, both physical and mental.